$60. That is how much I am not willing to pay for that game.
Maybe it's free. I don't know. Still.
If it's free, maybe.
If it's free, okay.
If it's free, maybe, because
multiplayer game.
Because then it's something that Nick and I can do, and we can yell at how bad it is.
Macho Man Dragons.
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Dragon is the thing.
It's good.
It's pretty good, admittedly. Ow!
First of all, Cynical is his thing. Second of all, I don't like the games either.
Cynical is my thing.
Yeah. It takes some getting used to. You'll hate it for a long time, and then slowly just
it grows
learn to
on
accept
you.
it. No, it doesn't grow on you. You just learn to accept it.
It grows on Rachel.
Still hate it.
It's not free. Just check it out. Then, like, immediately no.
If it's not free, then for sure not. Because we're too poor, especially for a game like that, which we don't like very much.
Let me put it this way for you. It is like $17 Canadian to get all of Borderlands 1 and 2 right now. I hate Borderlands. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, that's pretty cheap. I could do that and then play those games with people on stream. And give all the money to a charity because I hate the people that made Borderlands. I'm still not doing it.
These hair mods that Kay has on look really good.
Yeah, there's some crazy ones. That's for sure.
I have so much hair.
May the light of certitude.
Going full on Hot Topic.
Wow.
I like you, Kate.
I'd say it's better than Borderlands. You just keep digging it into the ground because I just said I hate Borderlands.
Those are very separate games anyways, to compare.
Yeah. No offense, you're not winning me over. You're just slowly driving me apart from this. Ha ha ha.
Acknowledge.
Well, now my sword glows with the might of the sun.
Yeah, it's a nice sword. I like it.
Yeah.
Colorful.
Somebody made like a mod that just makes it better. And I was like, I mean, it's a pretty good sword already. You know what's not good, though? Don't use it if you're ever a vampire. Ah. But, Nick, do you know what happens if you use it when you're a vampire?
Does it just catch you on fire?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Because, you know how if you're fighting the undead, it, like, lights the undead on fire? It will create an explosion and do an AoE damage, but if it does the AoE damage, you take damage too. So it's like, gee, thanks for giving me this thing, that's gonna hurt me. See, I can see why you'd say it's generic or boring, but it's completely different. But you're saying, like, I can totally see why, but it's not. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying it probably isn't my thing. I have a very particular taste in video games. A very particular set of skills. And I will find you. And then after 2 movies, there will be another movie. And it will reference, you know, Fear 3 having a 3 in the title. And then, upon doing so, it will also subsequently be the worst of the franchise and make the least amount of sense. If you haven't realized, I've gone into a tangent about Taken 3.
Have you?
Literally called it trash. When did I say it was trash? I didn't say any games were trash.
I know the word trash, but I don't
said
know,
it's
maybe
probably-
just the game type.
I said it's probably bad.
Could be.
If there's like, if when I put this VOD up, you can select the area where I say it's trash, alright. I know that I would say take 3 in. Yep. That said though, if
3 in.
I'll take 3 inside of me. 3 pretzels. Oh dang! Nick, I hit this woman and she lit on fire. This bandit chief is trying to go toe-to-toe with me, but it's not gonna happen. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do.
Wait a minute, is the game single player?
That makes it even worse.
That makes it really bad, actually. These are the type of games that are only good multiplayer.
Nick, I'm beating this bandit chief with my fists. I killed him with my bare hands. And by bare hands, I mean, like, My hands literally shapeshifted. But yeah, if it's one player, I immediately have lost even more interest in it. There's a lot of games out there. Some of them might be good, but none are free. Money and or time. That's getting way too deep into why games aren't free. The White Take You. Wow. Nick. This bandit was backing up, and then she fell off a cliff and died.
Nice.
I didn't even do it.
I'll see this.
Wow.
Oh!
Right?
That was really good.
I was really surprised. Right now I have, like, no clear objective. I'm just wandering.
Yeah, that's all I do in these games.
Normally I'm gonna do the stories, but right now I figured why not wander a little bit, you know? No one has the time or energy to give every single one the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't even have multiplayer. You're just losing me further and further on this. It's more concentrated on keeping your settlement alive and building up your characters. See, now you've lost me entirely.
When it comes to those type of games, there are a lot of games that I really don't like, but once I play in multiplayer, I like them.
You know what it sounds like?
This would be one of those games.
That sounds like the Fallout Vault game, except like with zombie attacks and ugh. I'm not big on like let's keep these people alive sims, you know? It's not my thing. Now, if you want to watch me play Dragon Age Inquisition for like 800 years, I'll do that. I can stream Origins 2 and then Inquisition. But no one wants to watch all of that. Because those games are very talky, you know? They're all very story-based games, and if we're talking over it, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I can't understand what's going on in the game. And I'll just be like, yeah, but like that dude's like 8 feet tall and has no shirt. Dragon Age isn't that good. Yeah, well, you know what else I don't think is that good? Zombie survival games. But here we are, coming full circle.
That's kind of the moral of all this.
So boring to me.
Games.
Wow. It's almost like there's different opinions and tastes. And that the games that I find very interesting and adore for the plot and the storytelling are games that you find boring. And the game that you're recommending to me is one that I don't enjoy. It's astounding, really. I never could have guessed that everybody has a different subjective experience. And that said, Dragon Age 2 is actual trash. It's very rare that I will actually call a game trash, but Dragon Age 2 is literal trash. It's so bad that most people will recommend that you just skip it. And it's not even like that whole, like, oh, it's a sequel, it can't be good type of thing. It's like, everything that could be bad about a game is bad about that game. The voice acting doesn't fit, the lip syncing is off, the animation is weird, the combat style isn't the same as the first, but isn't quite right with the second way either. The graphic style changed, enemy designs are bad. If you go into one cave, you've been in that cave about 500 times, they've just slightly changed like the direction that you head into as opposed to creating a different cave. You stay in the same region the entire game, etc. It's all bad.
I zoned out what you're talking about, but yes.
Basically, Dragon Age 2 just has like everything bad with video games.
Alright.
And it's entirely because EA just pushed the game out early. They cut the budget like really, really bad. Which is really weird because Dragon Age Origins and Awakening were like super popular.
I'm trying to watch way too many things right now at the same time.
I'm playing
Got,
Inquisition, but haven't paid.
3 streams.
Wow.
Just two like Isaac runs going, and like a EU4 thing.
You're watching too much, Nick.
I'm watching too much. I hear Kate in the background. Which video is this? We're coming from? Ah, it's this one. Wrong Kate. NL Kate. I hear 2 Kates. Ah, too much.
The cave thing happens with a ton of caves in Skyrim, but they at least look kind of different. You know? Like,
and plus they all cycle around, which is really cool.
Yeah, like they all spit you out, whereas the ones in Dragon Age were like, here you go, fight to the end of a cave, and then fight out of the end of the cave. And then that's it.
I really like the way Skyrim loops around all its caves and dungeons and stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Basically, it goes Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age Awakening, Dragon Age Witch Hunt, and Dragon Age Inquisition for quality. 2 is just not even on the board. You know what? I think I might... I keep wanting to go, like, do the freaking Dawnguard stuff, but I'm like, no, I'll go find the horn for the old men.
The Horn for Old Men. Love the movie. I don't know what it's about, but...
No horns for old men.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
That was a strange movie.
Did
The
I ever
plot,
see it?
like, you know, no home for old men or whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw it.
It was a strange movie. It was like no place for old men. That's what it was, or something.
Yeah.
That. I don't know. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We know the movie we're talking about. The one where Anton Chigurh is in it and shoots people with a cattle prod thing that kills them. Skyrim does get pretty repetitive after a while. It gets more and more obvious that it's built from templates. Yep, that's about right. But templates is better than literally the same cave, but with a door closed that prevents you from going that way, and you're supposed to suspend the disbelief that it's a different cave.
Yeah, I never saw
Talk to Egg Brothers.
Yeah, it's Tommy Lee Jones. Why have I never seen this?
No Country for Old Men. That's it. Yeah, that was a good movie that made no sense. It was like, look, I found all this money. Okay, well, this guy's actually coming for that money. Well, this cop is hunting down that guy that's coming for the money.
Oh, that's nice.
It's basically like, have you ever wanted to see people get shot with a thing that used to put down cattle? Because that's what one guy does. Also, he just, like, does the whole two-face I flip a coin and decide whether or not to kill you thing. And he's just like, how much is, like, you know, the highest amount you've ever lost on a coin toss? And then the guy's like, what? And then he's just like, you know, heads are this, and you die. It's just like, what? And then he shoots the guy in the head with the cattle thing. And not a cattle prod with an axe on it, no. Although that would be a pretty badass weapon. Would you turn on the prod so it electrifies the blade?
Oh, yes, yes.
That's
but the handle's rubber, so...
That's the transformation, like the Bloodborne transformation, is you press the button and then it turns on the blade's electricity. That is actually just a weapon in Bloodborne, though. There's a mace in Bloodborne that its like special ability was just electricity. It's really funny. When I got it, I was like, oh, it's a mace. And then I pressed the button to transform, I'm like, oh! And then it turned out to be one of the best weapons in the entire game.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people liked it up a lot.
It's because later game enemies are weak to electricity.
Ah.
It's kind of like the reverse of Dark Souls 1. Because you remember how in Dark Souls 1, everything at the early game was weak to lightning, but then everything in the late game was weak to fire? That's exactly the opposite of Bloodborne. What am I seeing happening over here?
Blood for old hunters.
Oh, it's a necromancer. Well, get wrecked, I guess. No blood for old hunters, yeah. There is an old hunter. There's a few, actually. One of them is the Hunter of Hunters.
Like if he's using his little, like, magic shield.
Against a sword.
And you're, yeah. It's wasting energy.
He's like, this will oh, nope. That went wrong.
Like, there's literally spells to give you, like, better defense against physical attacks, but no.
I like how I'm level 15 and I'm just getting the horn now, but I'm also, like, you know, most of those levels because I was just stabbing that one dude. Wonder if I can sneak up on this person or not. They've already walked away. Oh! They almost saw me. This one man was just walking, and then he just turned to dust. What happened? He just stopped living. Like, no questions. Wait, what? Oh, they saw me. Knife them. Knife them to death. I thought you wouldn't see me, but you saw me. Stop shooting me with ice. It does nothing. And you turn to dust. He dropped a pickaxe. Was he trying to kill me with a pickaxe? It's not the most efficient way to do that. I do not recommend pickaxes. This isn't Minecraft. Rock warbler egg. I'll eat it. I don't know where it came from, but I'll eat it.
I'll eat it.
Weird egg that I've never seen before? Alright, I'll give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? Oh man, this guy's dead as hell. Weakness to magic discovered because I ate a berry. Come on.
Nice berries.
Yeah, especially when I'm in an area filled with magic users. Oh, she got wrecked! Oh my god. She was trying to fight some Draugr, and then I came up from behind her and just slit her throat while she was fighting the Draugr. I feel like I've been a worse person for that. Mining for blood ore. I mean... Can you mine a person?
Yes.
Good to know. Also, Staff of Zombies. If I use the Staff of Zombies, can this become a zombie survival game?
Turn everything around you into zombies and just start fighting them with, like, a crossbow?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, you get a crossbow, so... Oh, man. I just did a 6 spin, and then you just see the shadow of the guy that I killed falling. That was pretty great. It was a really cinematic moment. I felt pretty good.
Oh, that was really cool. Yeah,
right.
That shadow.
Draugr dungeons are zombie survival games.
True.
Yeah, the only difference is I don't need to eat to live. Yet. Oh, hey, buddy. I just tapped that guy's shield, and then he went flying. Did I turn into the Hulk while I wasn't paying attention? Oh god, I'm hearing the fireworks, Nick. I hope they don't become very loud. Otherwise, we're going to be playing through fireworks. We're going to be playing through the fire and the flames. I actually don't know how that song goes.
Neither do I.
I think that's a first. A reference that we don't even know how to start. Usually we at least know like a few Dovahkiin Smash. Yeah. That's actually true though. But usually we know at least like the start of a song or something.
Yeah, we always know the one lyric and then just stop.
All I know from that song is the title of that song and that everybody loved it when I was in like 7th grade. When I went to Ottawa, my room actually got in trouble because they wouldn't stop playing music too loud. And the only music allowed to be played in my hotel room, because the guy that had the iPod was a dickhead, was Dragon Force. So that was fun, you know? Only being allowed to listen to that was just stunning. What's the, Nick, what's the worst band you can think of having to be forced to listen to?
Oh, every time I go in anybody else's car, they always play something I hate. So I don't know if I have a worst band, just a bunch of shit they play that I hate, like just a type of music.
Okay,
I swear, every
what
car
is
I end
your
up in, they just
worst
have, like,
type
dubstep.
of music? Dubstep is your worst?
Probably the really bad dubstep that goes like dubstep, 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 then suddenly girls singing really, really well, and then dubstep, dubstep, dubstep.
Dog.
Cat.
Yeah, but for me, I think it's like country music.
It is.
Because my mom really likes country music, but my dad's like
Oh,
all
it might
rock
be
and
country
metal.
too.
So like I totally got my dad's taste in music. So that's a thing. When I was at my high school, all the guys would listen to their country music and drive their trucks around the parking lot. and it became popular for the guys that had trucks to do burnouts in the parking lot. So then you just hear, and then like revving as they, you know, drove away, right? And eventually it was like made, like not illegal, but like frowned upon to do that. And so all the guys would just do it anyway, and just piss everyone off. Oh wow, that did not do anything. I thought that would like ignite the trail or something. Wait, are they going to investigate it? I set a fire and they went to investigate the fire, so now I'm just shooting them with arrows. Man, you really are dumb zombies. Dubstep is like a musical version of rap. What's that supposed to mean? Is that implying rap isn't music?
I mean, it is, and there can be good rap, just very, very rarely.
Yo, Will Smith. James West, Tame in the West. That's all you need to know. It's just Will Smith rap music is like the best. That's also sort of a lie, though. He's the best, like, clean rapper.
Yeah, definitely the best clean rapper. I don't know. I like any music where the person puts actual heart into it, and it's not just they're making sounds. It's like, you know what, this person clearly like cares about the music that they're making, and I'll at least respect it out of that.
There was a scientific study that showed that if you listen to metal music and you listen to classical music, it stimulates the exact same parts of the brain.
I remember that.
Yeah, so apparently it's the reason is because like not just like hardcore screamo, obviously, but like heavy metal music that requires actual like thought to be put into the chords that you're playing and the beat that you're making, right? Like classic heavy metal, I guess, uses a lot of stuff that classic music does, and so it activates the same parts of the brain. It just does it in a different age bracket of people. Hence symphonic metal. Yeah, that's basically what Camelot is. Roy Khan went from being an opera singer to being a metal singer, and he's by far one of the best metal singers I've ever heard. And to this day, I'm like baffled by why there's so few female metal singers that I actually appreciate. Like, I mean that in like the least offensive way. It's just,
I'm sure.
Every time I've heard like a woman in metal, it's always just like Epica, which I don't like, or the lady from what's it called, Nightwish. I don't care for Nightwish. And before somebody's like, which lady? Every lady from Nightwish. I just don't like Nightwish. And oh god, I don't remember what it's called anymore. There's another band that I just don't care about. I don't know. Like maybe it's the pitch I don't like, but that's it. Is that most women that sing metal sing like really high pitch, and it's like,
Yeah, I found that.
Somebody was like, "You're sexist because you don't like women that sing in metal." I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't, but that's just my taste in music. You know what else I don't listen to? A lot of women singers, but they're great singers in their own right. I just don't like that song.
I don't know why. I always find myself listening to more singers that have women singing. Or music that has women singing. I don't know why. It kind of happens.
Yeah, see, I'm like the opposite.
Like, I have no reason for it whatsoever. It's just, I don't know, it happens.
That said, I really like when women do like vocals for stuff, like choir type of things. That's always really badass. You know, like when you're listening to like some sort of crazy orchestral thing, and then it just gets into like some crazy, weird, ritualistic like singing type of thing. Metal's still a bro genre. Yeah, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, I don't particularly care for the women that are in it so far. But I mean, maybe in the future. Never know, right? Oh man, I just found like the saddest skeleton. Now he's the deadest skeleton, so whatever. There's this skeleton sitting all alone on a throne just looking at his feet. And then I walked over and he stood up, so I just smashed him in the face.
I see that. Like,
He gets up and it's supposed to be like, man, look at that skeleton. If that was a skeleton in a From Software game, you'd be screwed. Because you'd kill him and then you'd just get back up and kill you.
The skeletons are probably my favorite enemies in this game. They're way too easy, but they're just so much fun the way when you kill them, like, they all fall apart.
Yeah, a lot of people I know when they were like big Skyrim fans, right? They would pick up Dark Souls, And they'd be like, oh man, skeletons, yeah. And then they just die to the skeletons immediately.
Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, skeletons. Yeah, this is like they're easy in that one game.
Yeah. I saw a graphic, like an infographic about that once, and it was like skeletons in Skyrim. Ha. And then it was like skeletons in Dark Souls. Oh. And I'm pretty sure behind this waterfall is something. Yeah, there you go. I'm not stupid yet. Or at this moment.
I appreciate the yet.
It'll happen one day. I'll lose the amount of intellect that I have and slowly turn into a vegetable.
Yeah, eventually. Or you'll just die first, who knows.
Man, I hope that happens.
Yeah, me too.
I'd rather not be a vegetable. Like, if, like, Canada, at least Ontario, I don't know about all of Canada, recently, like, okayed assisted suicide.
Really?
So...
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, we're always 10 years ahead of you guys.
Yeah, you are. You got the whole game here.
I'm not stupid
first,
yet.
This.
I'm, like, listen. I just said that. I'm not going to regret saying it. Scroll of Bane of the Undead.
Nice grammar.
That's what it said.
I believe you.
But what a name.
Whoa.
Had it like 20 years ago. What? Yeah, but like Oregon's also like witches. You're just a state of witches.
Google doesn't let me Google assisted suicide. It doesn't auto check. It doesn't auto spell it out.
That's great.
Why?
Assisted suicide? Awesome, my favorite. I mean, that's the best suicide.
I mean, it'd be really great if it was okay. I think that's completely okay, but it's not in most places.
It's not in most people.
I mean, it's not in most people, so that's true too.
I mean, the drug that it kills you is literally not in most people, so that is true.
Let's see.
Ah, I got hooked on a torch. God damn it.
Legal in Belgium, Netherlands, Colombia, Luxembourg.
Most countries, really.
Switzerland. In the United States, there have been assisted dying laws restricted to the terminally ill.
Become ethereal.
In
That's
Oregon,
perfect.
Montana, Washington, Vermont, and Oregon. Again, why did you say it again?
In Oregon and Oregon.
So
Scroll of How Do I Grammar. Yep. That is true.
I like that. Yeah, Oregon was the first.
Ah, you piss ants.
First time, 1994. The margin of 51% to 49%. Ooh.
See, Train Soul. I see it now.
You have to run and then...
I did.
Okay.
I had to do it twice, actually. It kind of glitched out. You'll see. I went, ooh, ooh, twice.
Really?
The Soul of Choo Choo. That sounds like a Dark Souls thing.
You did do it twice. It's weird.
Yeah, right.